So I wanted a family. I wanted a family. I was young. I had a lot of hurt, loneliness, rage, and I was seeking love. You know what I mean? And I had a woman in my life at the time. I was really down for. I thought she was down for me in a lot of ways. Shout outs to her. And I didn't really have much guidance and mentorship. And I think that would have been a big life raft, more than any money anybody would have gave me or anything like that. Just guidance and mentorship to just steer my ship in the right path. You know what I mean? I didn't have that. There were people around me, my parents, they may have said things here and there, but at the time there was no social media. This was in the late 90s. You know what I'm saying? And let me not date myself, but I knew one thing. I wanted love and I wanted a family. And I wanted to be a better family than the family that I had, meaning, my mom and dad in that household situation. I wanted to have a better family. And so I was kind of seeking redemption in a way. I was kind of using my love life to seek redemption and build. And on the surface, these things are noble, but they were kind of negatively charged, so to speak. And, you can't control anyone. And so you may have a vision for your life, you may have a goal, you may have all these things that you want for your life, but the person you're with may want different things or may not want anything at all. You know what I'm saying? And so at some point, you diverge, if you will. And your dreams get thwarted. Your hopes and dreams get thwarted, and you're thrust into a position that you didn't necessarily anticipate. When they talk about single mothers, they say, you asked for it. Pretty much, that's what they tell you. You asked for it. You knew what kind of guy you were with. But did they really? I think to some degree, it's safe. It can be pretty safe to say that they didn't necessarily know what they were bargaining for. They didn't know what kind of tree they were barking up at the time in their lives. You know what I'm saying? And they had to pay an ultimate price for it. They had to pay an 18-year price for barking up the wrong tree. You know what I'm saying? Or biting off more than they can chew. You know what I mean? And some women are just that naive, and some women are curious, but to see someone in a particular unanticipated, unwarranted predicament that they didn't consciously ask for, you know what I mean? And to just say that they asked for it, it's a little unfair. It's a little unfair. And so I saw myself being a single non-custodial father, and which was unanticipated and unwarranted. And yes, you could say I asked for it, you know what I mean? But there's a kind of gray area, slippery slope when you find yourself in this predicament, because it's very, people like to kick you when you're down, or people like tea, and they like to, they like to throw names on you because to see if it sticks. You know what I mean? If you're in a particular, so as a single non-custodial father who's young, you know what I'm saying, trying to figure life out and get on his feet, it's very easy to just say, oh, he's a deadbeat dad. You know what I'm saying? Come on, it's easy to do that. So the relationship with the kids is a testament to the relationship with the mom, and this is why I say a man's love comes from God, because if I were a woman, I would hate to have children with a man that didn't love me. You know what I mean? A lot of these women, they're settling to be baby mamas because marriage doesn't seem realistic, or they're racing their biological clock. And those things I understand socially, but personally, romantically, personally, I don't see why it makes no sense. And that it's clearly an act of a thought of desperation. It's a desperate thought to just settle and just be cool with being a baby mama instead of a wife, because to purposefully choose single motherhood shows it directly indicates that you've never been loved by a man before. Because why would you want to have kids with someone who doesn't love you, only for them to not love those kids either? I know. I'm sorry. It's just stupid. It's just dumb. And see, here's the conundrum. They hate you when you love the kids. Because, love and hate are just two sides of a coin, right? But when you actually love the kids and want to be in their lives, they hate you for that. You know what I'm saying? Could you be any more backwards? You know what I'm saying? First of all, first you let me nut in you. You turn around and hate me. Then you willfully carry the child to term. and then when I'm trying to be in the child's life, now you hate me even more. It's just wow. Like, these women are mind-boggling. These women are mind-boggling. And it always bites them in the end. It always bites them in the end. Like, you can't, the Bible says the wicked run when no one is chasing them. You know what I'm saying? And you can't, I say it all the time. I don't pray to God, I pray to karma. Because karma answer prayers way quicker. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all are just y'all. Y'all are y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, whoo. Should we do away with the term? I think the term I don't think there's any way to spin it in a positive light. Deadbeat. Ugh. It just sounds, Are there men out there who do warrant the term? Yes. But I do believe that, I do believe that they are the 1%. They are the tiny 1% of men out there. And if you mothers would suck it up and get out of your egos and your prides, and get along with these men who you let nut in you, and step out the way, y'all would actually be better off. This whole show I've been pointing at y'all, but y'all would actually be better off, and you don't even know it because your ego has blinded you.